Did any of the other people actually read the books that I borrowed for them? Borrowed on their behalf?
Books?
Barrick did. It's what
I
gave
read
him
the tunnel
advantage.
book. I read the tunnel book.
Ill-gotten books.
They were simply borrowed.
That's how she sees it.
Borrowed from, what was that librarian's name?
I don't remember.
I didn't.
Did I write it down?
I didn't put it in my thing. I mean, it's somewhere in here.
Yep.
Let's go to Puss.
Q.
Oh, it was Q because it's a pun on libraries. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Because you gotta wait in the queue. Librarian gnome. Alright, I fixed that.
She was a jerk anyway.
Female, aggressive gnome. Got it. I done fixed it up.
I know you gave me the owning castles for dummies or something.
So you own a castle.
So you own a castle. Did Korak read it?
Honestly, I don't know if there's been any time since got it for him to read it.
Let me see. I think I made it a note. Let me see if I can find it.
Would Korak read it?
Yeah, he would.
Okay.
He would peruse it. Oh, we need a Jim the Jeweler in here. Let's see here. I just gotta go back in my chapters. The Hidden Passage. Nope, nope, nope. To Puss and the Relic. There we go.
Ben, are you getting that group to work?
I think so.
Abe's done it a lot. He could pull up your character sheet and take a look.
Okay.
Yeah, I can try to make it work.
We'll check it.
Chris, you have the, I mean, I don't think it actually matters, but you have the deed in your inventory, right?
The
castle deed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, castle upkeep. Here we go. Nope, that wasn't it. Apparently, I failed to write that book. I'm going to add it on the list of things I need to do. Because I deleted it when I...
Failed. Failure. Failure.
I failed real bad. What I wrote as the book was not what the book actually was. So I done screwed up. This one and only time that I've ever screwed up.
That's right.
Ever.
Never will again, I'm sure.
6. Wait a minute. How does this thing work?
Right, book 4. So you own a castle.
Twice your character level plus your intelligence modifier. Twice my level.
Alright. Ben, what are we trying to make?
I think I got it.
I'm gonna go in and delete it.
Yeah,
oh yeah, it's in there.
I think Andy was a good instructor. Good.
Hey.
Hey.
So yeah, if you if you have a magic item that has a spell attached to it, you could really just open up the spell and drag it in, and then change the group name to be like the magic item that it's attached to, and give it like a number of uses per day or whatever. Or if it's like a wand with a certain number of charges, you can do that. And then if you drag a spell or an ability, you actually get the link to the spell or ability in there, which is nice because then you can just reference it from your action page.
Action page.
That's nice.
You know what I've never used, Abe? My
What?
Dagger of Venom. Did you remember I had one?
Where did you get that
Dagger.
from? Did you buy that?
No? Maybe?
Possibly.
No, I think it was just a dagger that showed up, and everyone who uses weapons like had really good weapons already. So I'm like, I mean, I could use a magical dagger, I guess. Sure. It's better than this non-magical dagger I have. I mean, I'm actually pretty good at daggers, so
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
dagger, dagger, dagger. Gonna have it Claire this week, or are we missing Claire this week?
I don't know. I haven't heard from her. She
We might
probably
have
fell
everyone.
asleep. Claire!
Hey guys, guess what I took this level?
Did you finally take Counterspell?
Dispel Magic and Counterspell.
Mm.
It'll be really handy in case we ever get mind controlled.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Oh my god. I am not gonna level Claire up. Just in case. Korak, why are you still level 5?
I am leveling now.
Got nervous. I mean, you can stay level 5 forever if you want. I mean, Harm stayed level 3 forever. Oh.
Oh,
Too
ouch.
soon. Too soon. Man, he had a lot of good stuff. Oh, I forgot some of the stuff he had.
The Elder Brain. We didn't loot the Elder Brain yet.
You did not, no.
I'm gonna loot the Cerebrum.
Loot the sur-
The Brain.
Yeah, there's some new items in the the party sheet.
What?
Well, I think you actually investigated them,
Ah,
but yeah, there's
that's right.
there's a Hexen
Hexen
Jagger,
Jagger.
the glasses, and the Ring of Balance were the new items. The Hexen Jagger is pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet. And it requires attunement.
Well, no, but basically you have to become proficient with it, and until you do so, you take bludgeoning damage every time you fire it.
Does the ring of prone or a ring of balance mean you can't be knocked prone, or just you can't fall prone by your own movements?
I made it as knocked prone. Let me do a little fixing here. For being knocked prone. Boom, fixed it. Ooh, Beric, those sweet, sweet lay on hands.
I wouldn't mind taking the ring of balance.
One ring to balance them all.
Perfectly balanced.
That's pretty sweet.
So balanced. It does not require attunement. Who spun the Elder Brain? It doesn't belong like that. Oh, God. Oh, we'll be on in a minute. Claire Bear didn't fall asleep.
I mean, it's on brand for me to take the glasses, but I really don't need it. It's also, do I even have another attunement slot? I may not have another attunement slot.
Yeah, what is
Might
it,
be
3?
out. Yeah, let's see. I have 2 rings I'm attuned to.
Give him to Swift Eye.
I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, we should do that.
Swift Eye, we found you these glasses.
Yeah, my cloak is also attunement.
I think I told Barrick this, but relics are not counted as an attunement item.
Cool.
So
I don't have a relic, Abe.
I know. I'm just saying, if Korak, I want to make sure Korak isn't counting his relic as attuned.
Abe, I need you to do something on the combat sheet for me.
Kill you? Got it. Done.
Could you add an effect resist poison to me? I forgot my cloak gave me resist to poison.
Oh, I learned how to do this. Hold on.
I think I need the same thing for my ring of necrotic resistance.
Oh, I got you taken care of. Boom.
Yeah. I got resistance against poison also. Belt.
Because you're a dwarf.
My beardly belt.
Mm-hmm.
Abe, I don't have resistance for anything, and I don't have a relic.
Well,
you know what you do have? So much money.
Money can't buy a relic.
That's right.
Money can't buy friends either, Calliope.
She's not found that to be the case.
all right. Frederick,
Hey, Swift Eye, do you want some glasses? There's some sweet magical glasses.
Oh, what is that? Yes, probably.
I mean, it
But
doesn't
I
mean you
would
have to be able
know.
to see them.
Wait,
Those are the ones from last week, right?
Yeah.
why is Gavin's note?
Remind me what they do because my screen won't load.
What?
I found Gavin's note in Harm. I thought you would find it entertaining.
That's yep, that's right because he found it
and
on
my
the
character
court.
sheet. I had a lot of random shit in his character sheet.
All right, so I need to add resistance to
Come here.
poison. Why do I feel like I spelled that wrong?
Did Harm know that
Poison.
Calliope had written the note?
I don't think anyone knew up until right now. Who else needs resist stuff
I do.
that actually has it?
Oh,
Feel better.
I think Korak. Yeah.
Yeah, I have poison resist.
I think I did it. You guys are just gonna have to actually make sure it works.
Deal poison damage to us. Wait, I can deal poison damage.
Yeah, do some
Let me deal
poison.
poison damage.
Do some poison.
Poison. Poison.
That damage is poison.
So Claire Bear, you just have to level up your character.
I'm working on it. Still not loading.
One day you might shut off your computer, but is it not this day?
Not this day. I don't know. New year, new me.
How is AC supposed to be calculated, Abe?
Armor class for you?
Yeah. Well, my base is supposed to be 18. Where's my extra point come from?
Let me think. Aren't you wearing a special armor?
Well, it's like I don't think my proficiency bonus is sitting correctly. I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, your Iron Leaf armor is an AC of 18 plus 1.
Okay, then I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine.
It didn't. He didn't resist it.
Damn it! How do I add resistance then?
Oh, it's because you used a capital P, probably.
Really?
Yep.
Well, son of a bee. Hold on. Let me fix
I'm gonna keep doing it until he's dead.
Good. The queen is looking at you very confused.
It's just like poking Korak in the back with my poison.
All right,
dagger.
there. I fixed it. Maybe. Try it now.
I'm just rubbing him lightly.
Yeah, there it is.
Anyone have necrotic damage? Or can someone punch Frederick in the face? He's got bludgeoning damage resist. I want to make sure it works.
I don't think I have necrotic damage.
This episode has been punching people in the face.
I've reached it!
What just happened? Oh, Claire, I also fixed your punching. It wasn't at the right damage. It is now 1d6 plus 4
What does it think I'm concentrating on?
on
You're
everything.
thinking real hard.
Oh, I'm concentrating on the thing that's on Korak. Granted.
Oh.
No, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, yeah, here, let me drop it. There. Are you still concentrating?
Okay, good. Now I got rid of it.
Nailed it.
That works. Alright, now that I've poisoned everyone in the party.
Nah, it's fine. Oh god, do I have to remove that now?
No, we're okay. It's just damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and poison everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, what did you get level 6?
Searing Arc Strike,
Ooh.
which was the whole point of why I chose Monk. I'm very excited for this.
I mean, this is... So you can hit, what, 3 times in a turn? So that's 1, 2, 3... Yeah, that's... Jesus. Okay.
And now I can spend 2 key points to cast Burning Hands at first level.
Nice.
Very excited.
Nice.
Awesome.
Or I can spend an additional key points to cast Burning Hands at higher levels.
Burn it all. Burn everything.
Can I put Burning Hands on my actions? Or did
Sure.
I already do that? I
Yeah,
did!
and you can put it on your hotkey too.
Yeah. Burn it.
There's hotkeys?
Hotkey.
Yeah.
I haven't reached that level. I wasn't trained.
Are you ready?
Not
Is today,
quite yet.
is today the day?
Today the day? Okay.
Today's the day.
So all those brown numbered bar at the bottom, 1 through 12, those are your function keys, F1 through F12.
Yeah, mine are almost filled. I gotta switch to control
I
soon.
thought those were decorative bricks.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
So you can drag anything you want down there, and whenever you hit the function key, it pops it up. Or if you click it, you can just click it
My
too.
god.
Yeah, mind blown, I know.
Hotkeys.
Oh,
If you hold control, it brings up a whole new bar. And alt brings up a whole new bar. And shift brings up a whole new bar.
One whole nother.
Mm-hmm.
Holy poop.
One of many things we've been hiding from you.
I ordered the Sunday.
See? You gotta train me. I'm first generation nerd. I had no one to lead the path. And I'm falling behind.
Falling behind.
That's why your computer is taped together. Amazing. Alright. Everyone good? Everyone leveled up?
Yeah.
I think so.
Alright. Excellent. Well, while you're away, the Elder Brain rebirthed itself and grew bigger!
I use my new spells on it.
Your brain.
When last we met our
Rebirthing.
heroes, they went on a rampageous run through the temple, past the library, found a couple of sorted items that are in the party sheet, round their way through an experimental tube system with experiments and a mind flare.
Tubes.
ran through a room without looking at it too much to discover an elder brain in the middle of a room. Upon entering it, Newly was almost swiped out of existence, but avoided just quickly enough. The party, hearing a voice booming out loud and also in their brains, telling it it's time to finish this. And from the flags emerged several elves, along with one who looked like this, who after the defeat of the Elder Brain was none other than Queen Twileena herself. Harm made a brief appearance and shouted to save the queen and knocked out 3 elves, which are the ones still on the board. And that is where we left our heroes, with the queen slowly coming out of a daze. She kind of wavers for a moment. Is there anything that you guys want to do?
Korak, holy, you look like shit.
Did you just fireball him?
I did not.
You guys also notice that the purplish lights that were once on the walls illuminating have now petered out and are no more illuminating the room. There's a slight glow still from the center of the pool itself, but other than that, it's you guys have almost been plunged into a darkness.
What about the purple torch that I stole from the wall?
Upon looking at it, the torch has now gone out and is just a simple sconce.
Damn it.
Sconce.
Clive is going to go throw some rocks into the pool.
Yeah, make a dexterity check. First roll of the night.
Save or check?
Just a check.
Okay.
I mean a save. Oh yeah, you easily toss several rocks in there, and there's some blip, 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 noises. With that, the queen kind of stands tall, almost like stretching from a deep sleep. She reaches up her hand with her palm kind of facing out and says, "Long have I slept in shadow and fear, but no more, for these woods are once mine again." And there's this resounding kind of tone in her voice that, with the last several words, kind of echo in the chamber. And immediately, Valaryn, you're going to notice that the torch in your hand immediately starts to, instead of illuminating with the purple glow, it's an intense blue with a white center. And all the torches in the rest of the room slowly but surely start to illuminate. She then looks to you, Valaryn, since Barrick's also kind of blocking you, but she's gonna look at the party a little bit.
Instinctually, as soon as she looks at me, I put the torch behind my back.
She's gonna look at you and smile. There's a weary smile on her face, but her eyes are now a much lighter expression, though she definitely does not. You would imagine this is not her normal appearance, and she's going to say, "My sister must have sent you. I sense great strength with you." And she's going to lower her head for a moment, and from Barrick, make a perception check.
Heyo.
Hey-oh.
I got 9.
You get kind of a warming sensation from her emitting out. There's almost like a wave. It doesn't hit you at first, but then as the energy kind of pulsates outward, it becomes even deeper and more impactful. And all of you, all of you gain 30 hit points back.
Damn.
And then she turns to the elves that are slowly becoming conscious at this point. And she will say, Sarlin, Lejorn, Relic, search the tunnels. I had to take a drink. They look a little confused, and then realizing who said their names, they kneel, and their heads bow very deeply, and she goes, now! And they kind of scatter off down the tunnels. Scatter, damn it! Okay, there we go.
Scatter, shatter.
Okay, that was close. They didn't want to scatter. Had to cough. She looks at the rest of the party. Very tall, royal even. Her hands are now behind her back. And you can see that she truly was, at one point, a majestic queen. Unfortunately, the years and an elder brain have not been too well to her. But she's pleasant, and she looks to the party and says, they will search the rest of these fiends out that may be left, and end their existence quickly. I do not know what evil still lurks out there, so be wary. But for now, I must see to my kingdom, if there's anything left of it.
They are not fiends. They are aberrations. Not of this world.
They are filth. I will agree with you there.
I'll nod.
When you are ready, see me in my garden. If this place is where I believe it to be, what I've seen in my dreams, it's below the Queen's Hill, or what I used to call of it. There in the center you will find my garden, though I am sure it is not such now. I wish to speak with you all longer, but again, I seek to find out what has happened to my kingdom. Seek me there when you are ready, for I sure will have more answers than what I have right now. And she turns to leave.
Could you point me in the direction of the... what can we do to help? She changes her mind.
Until I know the dangers that are out there, I do not wish to send you in a fool's errand. I have seen clouds in my dreams, and I know that the temple has stood firm. Though of that is all I know. I would start there. After so, you can come see me in my garden, and hopefully my scouts, if there are any left, will tell me what is left with my kingdom. And then I might be able to share more. You have my thanks again. She bows.
Valaryn just kind of bites her lip and shrugs and looks at the rest of the group.
She's going to start moving away.
I guess we could go to the temple.
That seems the best path.
Where did Harm say the relic is?
He said he was the protector of the Moonbow. The amulet of the Moonbow. He didn't actually say where it was.
Bybee looks around and kind of like shouts up into the air, "Hey, where's the relic?"
I thought he was in the temple.
Yeah, but he was here a minute ago.
There is no response.
I agree that Harm is the direct connection to the relic. We should seek out a way to contact him. So far, he's been the one that contacted us. And only in dire need.
Valaryn's already walking out.
Which, are you going back the way you came?
Oh shit. I guess she doesn't really know. Yeah, she'll go back the way she came. To get back up to the temple.
Barrett's just gonna run off. It's fine. All right, so you guys are slowly making your way back to the temple.
Yeah.
At least out of here. Okay.
Yep. Oh, also, before I go, I'm actually going to dump out the money that I found in the pile of elf corpses up on this thing. So that's the 400 gold and 10 platinum, I think.
I will. Yeah, 400 gold.
Because we hadn't distributed that yet.
Nope. I will delete that. Bloop. Bloop. There's now 400 gold pieces and 10 platinum pieces that have been clink, 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 clink.
And she thinks for a second, and then she leaves the torch right beside it.
Nice. All right, so you guys are all making your way back. I'm going to use the Elder Brain to...
I'll walk past the coins and follow her.
Calliope's gonna snag the torch after Valaryn leaves.
It's ever burning, but it is not hot to the touch. Is anyone else doing anything else before you continue?
What do we want to, this is just sort of out of character, but what do we want to do with the two magic items at the top, the Archivist glasses and the Hexen Jagger?
Hexen Jagger.
Can't really do the Archivist glasses because I'm full up on attunement stuff. I mean, I guess I could hold on to them in case we have downtime to use during downtime, but if someone thinks they could use them.
The Hexen Jagger is essentially a magic missile charge that shoots.
Magic missile gun.
So that's essentially what it is. It's a never fail weapon, but you take bludgeoning damage until you hit it 12 times.
You have to be specifically proficient with it.
No.
Well, by practicing, you get proficient with it. I'm pretty much in favor of Frederick getting that one myself, but
you have to fire it 12 times.
Yep, and until then, you take 1d4 damage minus 1.
See.
But it's a ranged weapon, and it gets 6 charges every day, and it costs it costs a charge, but you can spend an extra charge to do 2d12 damage plus 3. And it's got a sword.
It's not using my spell slots. It's like
It's its own thing. It has its own built-in charges.
I'm my own thing.
And it has a +1 silver sword in the hilt.
Who has a sword?
Yep.
I feel like Korak's our heavy hitter, so he should get that potion of heroism.
Heroism. He just went AFK, so I'm just going to go ahead and drink it right now.
Yep. Cool.
But I will...
These potions.
I'm going to put his name beside
one
it.
Of these potions. Healing.
Awesome. So as you guys walk past, you notice that you get to the chamber that has the experiments in it. The glass is now broken. And one of the elves is in the room, and he is. It looks like he's working on the last jar, and the rest of them seem to be kind of stabbed through the heart and destroyed.
Oh, the monstrosities, yeah.
Yeah.
Monstrosities.
Continuing through. You guys pass the other chambers with the brains. Make a perception check. Perceiving. Swift Eye. Valaryn, you're gonna see it. Swift Eye is gonna hear it. That the items in the jars that used to be moving are no longer moving. Perhaps with the demise of the Elder Brain, that could have been what was keeping them alive. They all have now stopped moving.
Gotcha.
Continuing through, still see nothing else. Looking down this way, you notice that the door is now open. Other than that, there seems to be nothing different in this room.
Any other lucid elves walking around? Like formerly enslaved elves?
You haven't seen any yet,
Okay.
other than the one that you just passed.
Sure.
But you know of at least 3 that were still aboot. So as you guys continue through the now secret passageway that you uncovered, the slime is still on the wall as it was, but you don't seem to see anything else out of the ordinary. When you make it back to this room, you do see 2 unconscious elves that are still bound on the way out.
Oh shit, that's right. I'll untie them.
All right.
Hey, we bound them up.
Calliope will slap him around a little bit. Not like beat him up, but yeah.
You're hysterical.
Like a hey, wake up slap. Hey,
Yeah.
hey. You alright? You done being crazy?
They start to rouse a little bit. There's a shock in their face at first, a fear, but they other than that they just kind of are at a loss for words.
Listen, we're Calliope Farstrider and the Radiant Company, and we just saved your asses, and your queen says we're heroes. So, show some respect.
Asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. And she walks out.
It's kind of a dick move. Like, really? Really?
She woke him up.
No, that's in character.
I'm gonna.
Oh, does she refer to herself in the third person?
When I walk past them on the way out, I'm going to nod at them and say, "I hope you're well." And then I'm going to keep walking.
And smacks him.
So that just punches him.
Figuring things out here.
It's fine. Swift Eyes is gonna punch everyone.
Boom! I did it. Yeah, I punch him.
Oh yeah. On the way out, she clocks him really hard. There's a deafening crack. Apparently, oh, here it is. Maybe. There it is, yo. I found it. Well, that's not the right map. Oh, come on, maps. Oh, that's better. Okay. As you come up, bling. Because it's just, oh god, I made you too small. There we go.
Oh god.
Is the bubble gone?
The bubble is gone. The outside one, as well as the inside one, and the elf that you had kind of abandoned here is no longer there.
That's where I'm going.
All right.
Elan.
Yeah, you walk up to the front doors. It's a pretty big double-sided door, but you no longer feel that presence pushing you back.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in. I don't knock.
Rude.
Rude.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Swift Eye is smashing everything.
Swinging wildly.
Oh god! Oh man! From behind you, you hear a and there's pieces of wood and stone kind of flying off. So that happened. Upon walking in, you see the building is made of solid stone. The windows are made of different leaves, different colors covering the windows, creating a multicolored light pouring in. There are many braziers lit throughout the room, causing a warm glow. At the far end of the temple, you see a familiar bald-headed elf there with a warm smile on his lips, and behind him a statue of a pearl white marble. Seems to be of a woman. I guess I could, put you guys on the map.
Valaryn walks in, and she stops probably about like 30 feet in, and she says, "Hey, I need to talk with you."
Is he standing there like weird apparition, kind of ghostly, or just
is he
full on
fully
standing
formed?
there?
No.
Straight up.
From what you can tell, he seems to be there in the flesh.
Calliope walks up and like
How is this possible?
pokes.
Maybe she doesn't actually say that then. I was assuming he was still like ghostly form.
Nope, he's in the flesh. From there, make a perception check. Because
So she probably starts to say that, and as soon as she realizes he's like in the flesh, she like her demand peters out.
So you get, hey, I
need to talk to.
Ooh.
Calliope's just gonna walk up to him and like poke him in the arm to see if he feels like a person.
You're walking so slow.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. You get to about here, and
Yeah.
as you do so, you notice Valaryn and Calliope make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice. Double 17s. So you notice a couple things. Harm is standing there. His arms are open. To his side is on his back is a bow. It's the same pulsating, glowing bow that you had seen just probably less than 15 minutes before when he appeared. You notice that the statue behind him is it's a woman. In her arms is a bow very familiar and similar to the one that Harm is now wielding. She has an arrow pulled tight and ready to release, and behind her is a crescent moon. Her hair is flowing with leaves woven in around them. The bow almost seems to glow, even though it is a white marble. And she looks like this.
Ooh.
And as you approach,
Like
Harm says, "My friends, how good it is." And he lifts his head to see you.
You're a dork. Hey, you can come with us now, right?
Perhaps we should all talk some more. You in the back! Perhaps come closer.
Am I close enough to poke him yet?
You're like 30 feet away.
Okay, I keep walking until I can poke him.
All right. Yeah, you can get there. You can poke him.
How did you come here? How is this possible?
That
And you're coming back with us, right?
That is a very long tale. I will not be leaving this place for a very long time. There are many things I must tell all of you, each in their own time, but know that when I accepted my fate at the Temple of Pelor, I saw a glimpse of our father, and he looks at you, Valaryn. I did not know what had fully happened until he handed me this. And he kind of pulls the bow off his back and holds it. It's now a pulsating, glowing white. It's very easy from that distance to see there's runes written in Elvish. And this. And from around his neck, he's wearing an amulet. And now I am the sentinel of this temple until a new one is needed. I think that's as much as I know and can offer to all of you at this moment. I'm sure you have questions.
Yeah, just one. She turns her back to him and says, "Hey, what do I have to do to get him out of here?" Hey, I'm talking to you.
She's not always the one to interact. She...
Shh. Adults are talking.
works.
You need a protector? I'll be a protector.
Mysterious ways. So much to learn. To my friends, I have some gifts from the Moonbow herself that I wish to offer you.
Ooh, gifts!
He is going to
Presents.
he's going to walk up to Barrick first because that was amazing. He's going to reach out and kind of on your shoulder, kind of grab you.
Okay. My head's just gonna kind of lean toward his hand and I'm gonna go.
He pats you on your cheek a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of holds you around the back.
I'd ship that.
Taps. And he says, "May you always shield the faithful and help keep an eye on." And he just kind of shifts to the left a little bit.
Mm.
And may justice and light always shine from your heart. And he kind of reaches down and he touches the symbol of Palor, and it shines for just a moment. Barrick, you are going to get. I have to look at your character sheet for a moment. Yeah, your charisma is going to increase by 1.
Oh shit!
And it's a permanent effect, and it does not go against your normal. So you're technically still quote 19, so you can still increase it by another 1. But yeah, your charisma is now at 20.
Oh shit!
He's gonna walk over to you, Swift Eye.
I'm gonna say thank you, friend, and I'm gonna give him like this super winning smile.
He kind of taps
20
you.
smile.
20 Christmas smile.
He taps you on the cheek as he walks by. Swift Eye, he looks at you, and you can sense he's very close. Real close.
Personal space.
And he's gonna say,
close.
Your reflexes are stronger than you imagine. And he kind of looks down at your quarterstaff that you've been striking against the temple he now guards. But could you try and keep Valaryn out of the trouble? I mean, stealing from a library. But there's a smile and there's a warmth on his face. I'm
gonna put my hand up and feel his face to feel the smile.
You feel a smile. And there's a glimpse, a small moment, very similar to what you had in the Temple of Palor, where you actually see him for who he is, standing in front of you. And as it fades, your wisdom is going to increase by 2, making it 20.
What? What?
He's gonna walk back to Calliope.
So as he starts to walk towards her, before he can say anything to her, she just quietly asks, "Do you really want to stay here? Or are you stuck?"
It's a choice that we all have, and I chose it and accepted it with pride.
She just kind of nods at him.
He is going to reach behind him and unbuckle the quiver that he was holding, and he's going to extend his hand out to you with the quiver in it, and he is going to say, I give you my arrows, and may they fly with the same passion of your lyrics, for you are more adequate to me than others. And he's going to smile, and your modifier is also going to increase.
Which one? Yeah, you already gave me a chow bonus.
Yeah, you're about to get another one. It's now 22 with a solid +6. Now who am I missing? Oh, he's gonna kind of carefully push back.
As he starts to walk away, she's gonna reach into her pocket and hold out her hand with his little owl in it, and she's gonna hold it out to him. and she says, I wrote a song about you. It's really good. And she holds out his owl.
Have you sung it out loud?
She sang it at the last town they were in.
Did you actually write it, Rachel?
Oh, no.
Oh. Well, that was
No.
really sad. I was really excited. He looks really happy for a moment and then really sad because you didn't sing to him. But he's going to reach out and take the owl amulet.
Okay. And then when he turns and walks away from me, I'm going to shoot him with a wand of smiles.
Oh man, yes. All right, let me pull up his character sheet. What's he got to roll?
Some bullshit is what he has to roll. I remember this happening.
It's a charisma save, but it's only DC 10.
Where? Here he is.
Because his charisma's balls.
His charisma is balls. He's gonna turn, and he's gonna smile, and he's gonna keep walking.
Yeah, she just grins at him.
Korak, he'll look to you, and still smiling. Your strength will be the glue that Barrick's faith holds this radiant company together. And he's going to give you a... Oh, yeah, you're going to be at 22 strength. Balls.
Damn.
Frederick.
Yes.
I'm glad you found your path. And he is going to reach out and grab your hands and kind of cup them. And they're going to glow for a moment. And he's going to say, may the force of your will direct your blows. And your strength is going to go until it gets another +1 for your modifier.
Sweet. Thank you.
And then he's going to slowly approach Valaryn.
She's muttering. Probably at this point, she's just saying, like, why aren't you talking to me? But she's actually just crying.
Yep. He's going to walk up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
They're really close.
She might not actually hear him approach because he's super stealthy. No, probably not.
That makes me want to roll my stealth. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to stealth this up. Yeah, no, you didn't hear. And from behind you, you hear, I am sorry I never truly told you who I was. I was focused on finding the killers of our parents.
She's gonna turn to him and say, you can talk to her, right? Tell her that I'll stay here, and you need to go.
There are some things that I can tell you and some that you will know in time, but know this, you are the last of the Nilo, and our family was chosen long ago to be the protectors of this, and he grabs the relic around his neck. It was a path that our family has held since the creation of this post. Again, I accepted it from our father before I really knew what it was, but now I am proud to be here and to give you this gift. Well, quite frankly, it's your inheritance, and he's going to take the amulet from around his neck and put it around yours.
She doesn't even really register that. She's saying, it's not supposed to be me. It's supposed to be you. You were my hero. You are my hero. You should be out there.
You are correct on some, my sister. That it was meant to be me to take up this post, and for you to complete the prophecy. To hold that relic is to hold all the knowledge of Cinderin herself, and only a chosen few can hold and withhelm that information. As I've said before, no harm will ever fall to my sister. Know that if you need me, if it's dire, if all else has failed, know that I will not. Just simply concentrate and call my name, and I will come. But I give you warning. Only a chosen individual, true of heart, can wear that necklace and be warned to give it to someone who is not would spell out doom. To even touch it would do so as well. Because to take things that are not yours is perhaps a lesson still need to be learned. There's a smile now on his face. But be proud of who you are and where you come from. He is going to turn, but still keeping you within his circle. And he is going to say...
So he turns his back to me?
Nope. No, he just kind of walked slightly around you. But he's keeping you in eyesight and on his immediate right.
Sure.
You all have the blessings of the Moonbow now, as you truly are a radiant company. You have a quest to perhaps even save this world. Even with my new position, I cannot see the true future. But I will leave you some advice. The elves that live here were not the only that identities were deceptive. Korak. I know and have sensed that you've heard warnings and the comings of going of Caesar. Only return there when you are truly ready. I sense that Caesar has more issues than just the evils of the chains. They're a joke in comparison to this evil. And your resolve is firm. Stick to the unbeaten path, and be wary of whom you announce that you truly are the Radiant Company. I fear that after today...
Calliope.
I fear that after today, Maravas will know you are truly the heroes of his nightmare, and his spies will be everywhere. This sanctuary will serve you as a safe place until your next path. He's going to give you a big hug, Valaryn.
Awesome.
And you're going to get a permanent +1 to your intelligence.
To feel
You're
good.
not
I
22.
pick his fucking pocket.
Oh, God.
What?
Amazing.
That's a nat 20, hun.
He can still roll a nat 20 in perception.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, she's just gonna see if she can beat him. I still win.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, what are the odds?
I hug him back. I get the owl pendant out of his pocket.
He's gonna let you take it.
He doesn't even know.
He rolled a nat 20 on perception.
So did I.
Well, yeah, you're
I rolled a nat 20 on sleight of hand,
both
and I had a
amazing.
better modifier. I'm just saying.
He's gonna still be smiling.
All right. As he breaks the hug, she actually is kind of grinning behind her watery eyes, and she holds up the owl thing. Says, "You can't change overnight," and she hands it back to him.
Perhaps that truly belongs with you. And then he's gonna fold your hand back in and push it back to you.
So I got +1 int.
No, you have a permanent +1 modifier, so you're at 22.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're welcome. Moonbow, man.
Hypnotize so many people.
Moonbow.
All right. So several things are going to happen all at once. You're all immediately dead. Calliope, you now have the handy quiver of selection in your inventory.
What?
Oh yeah, I got that right before I died.
Yes, you did. It was a maze boss. Where is my automobile? apparently the relic of the Moonbow is hiding. Here we go. Valaryn, you have the relic of the Moonbow in your inventory.
Amulet on a silver chain, you mean?
Yeah. Let me just fix that right now.
Knowledge of the true location and history of Cinderin.
Yep.
Oh,
So
shit.
immediately, as if in a trance, I'm gonna give you some things to look at.
Yeah. Cool.
Apparently, I will get to those in a second. Arm is gonna slowly walk to his post, up at the altar of the Moonbow herself, and he is going to stand there.
Just stands there.
Oh,
All right. I think now that Valorant's got the bargaining out of the way for her grieving process, I think she's finally over the death of her brother.
I mean, is he really
There
dead?
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a slave to a god.
Yeah. Might as well be dead.
Chosen slave.
He's dead to me. Sweet. Location and history of Cinderin. I'm excited. Let's go there, guys. Velocity of the Elves.
Man, where the heck did I put it? I'll have to
do it.
find it.
Hey, Varys. Is there a library nearby? Swift Eye owes me a library visit.
I'm gonna glare at Valaryn with my blind eyes.
Well, seeing as there's no librarian there, there's not a
That's
lot of
not a
anything
problem.
there. Yes, it is. It is on the Queen's Hill itself. If you follow the path from my temple, you will walk right into it. Go to the east.
What do you know of this Miravas and what's going on? Can you tell us anything?
I know that he has spies everywhere, and he is not what he seems, though I cannot get a read on him. Even my time I spent stalking individuals like him, he is hard to track. I would be wary in your endeavors. It's not an easy task you have. But I do know the plague has grown deeper and darker in these coming days.
And you said we have to get all of the relics before we can go there?
I know that there are 5, but I have, with this newfound position, learned of a 6th that's in Caesar itself. Guarded in a very unusual way.
Wait, was it Cisa he said we shouldn't go to?
Yeah. He said, not until you're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
Quack quack.
We've only been gone from Cisa for a few for a few weeks. What's happened since we left?
There's a darkness that seems to be growing from Caesar itself, outstretching to the cities. It's unclear. My vision is much clearer now that that thing is not around. But even then, it's going to take me some time to try to reach out. These are new powers that I have. But I would just be wary on the roads.
What did you mean about the relic there? The unusual guard.
I think when the time comes, you will find it, but it's well protected within the city itself. But it's interesting. And he kind of looks to Barrick, then to Korak, then to Valaryn.
We have
There
relics.
seems to be a relic for each of you. Perhaps process of elimination will guide you in the search. If not sooner.
He means it's with the monks. Gotta be with the monks. Right, Swift Eye?
Does seem to have a personal connection to each of us. Monkery.
How much time do we have?
We will have to visit my friend Munkerdew.
Monkery.
Don't laugh! He trained me in my ways. He's a very serious.
It's great, man.
I have to take a moment to add that to the OneNote.
Monkerdew. Yeah.
He's a
Monkerdew.
very
the monk.
serious monk.
Grand Monk Monkerdew.
Wow. Swift Eye's friend. Got it.
Munkerdew.
What
the
kind
head-
of
Very serious monk.
Monkerdew? Yeah.
Wow. Got it.
Love
It's
it.
in there.
What kind of a time frame are we looking at here? Or Miravas? I mean, he can't be standing still. I'm sure her has plans. If we take too much time looking for these relics, isn't that going to be bad too?
I
Okay.
don't pass out. I sense a connection between the coming months and this Miravas and his darkness. I know you've been on the months long, but I'm sure Swift Eye has announced the time and day. And you know that you are nearing. You are now in the month that we refer to as the Rottening in the common tongue. And in roughly 30 days will be the Feast of the Moon. Who knows if they're connected?
Hey, Abe, what time is it?
It is 9:41 a.m.
Ah, yes, and it is 9:41 a.m.
on the first day of Cactor.
Cactor.
Tor.
So you think we need to finish this before the Feast of the Moon?
I find it interesting that it's been growing, though of late the evils seem to be growing darker and quicker. Even ones that are not of this world, as we found out.
That's 30 days for 3 relics. We'll be fine.
We've gotten 3 in 3 weeks. You're not wrong.
You can do it.
I
We
never
could-
am.
We could split the party?
Oh, do
Split
that.
the party. Yeah. Let's do it.
Do that. Do that
Divide
right now.
and conquer.
No. Definitely do that. This is Harm talking, by the way. Split it. Split the party.
Split it. Split the party. Split it.
Do it. Just do it. You want to split the party? Do it.
But our successes have always been as a group.
Darn.
I mean, if I get a few more levels, I can get a teleportation spell.
And you can be in both parties at once.
That's right. Well, I
Do
guess
some fast
maybe, yeah. I may not have time to go back to us anytime soon. I wonder if Queen Twileena could spare a guard to maybe take these books back.
Perhaps next time you're in town, you
I
could
mean, I didn't get an
turn
expiration
them.
date when I borrowed them.
I don't believe you checked them out either.
Is that how you would do it?
I've always been watchful of you.
How did they see us?
Shit, I got lore, guys. I'll read this later.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you in an email because it's
Nice.
there's images, but I thought
I'll get lost if I start reading it now.
Yep, so much. Well, there's the library, there's the garden, there's several things you can look at in the Queen's Hill, and then I heard the Queen wanted to speak with you too.
I'm gonna summon Newly and leave her here with Harm.
Caw-caw! Hoot, hoot. Newly's gonna perch on his shoulder.
I'm going to the library.
Peace out.
Library.
Library.
Barry.
Oh, can I talk to you through this thing? She dangles the amulet. Is that how this works? She talks into it. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
You I can always hear, though I cannot always respond. Know that if you need me, you just simply call.
If you need me, call
right.
me.
I mean, I'll be back, but I need to go to the library.
I'm
going to the library.
Gotta pull up Ashwellin.
Ashwellin.
Alright, so...
I'm just going to try to research some new spells if I can, so I don't need to take up, valuable game time.
Yeah, so if you guys exit and follow this way from the temple, you can see roughly in this area over here, is what seems to be left of a very old building. As you walk through the path, you make it to this point right here. Bling! Valaryn, make a perception check. Oh, yeah. There's a circle of trees, and in the center there are numerous runes, carvings in the dirt, in the earth, that although you would imagine runes carved in dirt would not survive, these have, and upon investigating them further, you immediately realize this is a teleportation circle hidden within a circle of trees.
Hell yes. When do I get that spell? Chris, did you have that spell? When do I get that spell?
I don't think I did.
Son of a level 5?
One day.
I need level 9, guys.
Are you continuing through?
Would I, if I spend enough time, would I be able to memorize the patterns on this circle or write it down in my book so I could have it for future use?
I would say with a roll like that, spending maybe 10 minutes will allow you to write it down.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
So you're spending roughly 10 minutes. You immediately plop down in the middle of the circle and start drawing with expertise in your arcana, and mimic the actual runes, and feel very confident that when the time arose that you know how to actually cast it, that you would be able to teach yourself the location from that etching.
Awesome.
While Valaryn spends 10 minutes looking at that, Calliope goes and checks out every single book from the library.
So you hurried forward. You get to about here. You get to meow. As you get closer, you can see that this library is has seen better days. The walls have rotted. There's the ceiling seems to be non-existent. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing. I'm like, why is my image not loading? There's a tree that has grown out of the side of it. You're not entirely sure if it was there originally or if the forest has slowly taken back over this location. Many of the books itself seem to be kind of in piles or wet or have dirt all over them. But you enter into a library through one of the fallen walls.
Who's that guy?
Just hanging out.
I don't see a guy. He's not there. That's Philip. Philip at the library.
It was in here.
He's-
It was in here.
I don't know. You're not there. You're scribbling down in the book. Anyone else could make an investigation though.
Oh. Swift Eye wants to. Can I put on those glasses?
I mean,
Yeah, you should totally have those glasses.
Ooh.
Love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're looking around. Your eyes are kind of outstretched, and every now and again you feel what could be a leaf or maybe a page. You're not really sure. Everyone else sees Swift Eye outside the library, kind of walking around a little bit. Korak,
Man,
you walk over to a couple of shelves and quickly kind of pull out a couple of books, and the pages themselves kind of fall out from the bindings, and you're left holding just spines of books.
What kind of library is this?
Calliope, are you investigating the library?
Yeah, but she's not really looking for books. She's looking to see if they have, I don't know, like any display cases of stuff or like, any
Anything
items.
sparkly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll it up. Yeah, you look around. You can see what looks to be pieces of glass that a branch has now fallen through. It sits kind of cattywampus on top of a what looked to almost be a grown table itself. Whatever was in there is no longer there, but it's where you would possibly put or hide some kind of very rare object.
But it's definitely gone, not like just hidden under some rubble or something.
It has left
Okay.
many moons ago. Andy, by this point, you have made a very nice etching in your book.
Yes. I think I screwed something up. How do I have 124 hit points?
That's
not right.
That's not right.
That's not right. There.
Let me go ahead and
I
fix
have
that.
49 hit
4.
points.
Andy, are you going to try to investigate the library as well?
Oh, I guess I could. Sure.
Jesus. Yeah, with that roll,
That's what I do.
You look over. Korak is kind of slowly pulling out books one after another, and the pages start to like fall out of them. And you take this as a cue to maybe not look for items that are rotten or have seen better days. And your eyes look through the shelves, and you see some books that almost were kind of pushed back and kind of hidden within the shelves. And you feel pretty confident these might be have been protected by some of the elements. Go ahead and make it just a straight dexterity check.
Good God. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So you walk over, and you look at the books that you'd identified, and you kind of pull some out of the way, and you kind of toss them on the ground, and they're just sopping wet and falling apart. But through your research, you find 6 rather intact books. One is a deep blue cover, leather bound, with runes written on the cover. Another is made of tan leather, with simple words written on the top. You find, whoop, crap, I'm moving things. A green book, one that almost seems to shimmer, and one with the dark red, and as you kind of touch it, your fingers feel almost like a soot or an ash on them. But the book itself seems to be intact. So there are 6 books altogether.
Wait, I think there was a blue one with runes, a tan leather one with simple words, a green one, and a dark red one.
Yeah, and blue, tan, green, a shimmery one. Ooh, a myth
shimmery's
one.
Different.
One that ripples in the light, and then the ashen one.
Shimmery one.
Shimmery one.
Ripples in the light?
Yeah. I mean, you can try to get all of them. I'm just saying these are what the books are that you can see.
Yeah. She'll cast Detect Magic on them.
Yeah. What does Detect Magic actually do other than Detect Magic?
So it tells me, like, the type of magic? Like, let me tell you. Up to 10 minutes, you detect presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You can use an action to see an aura around any visible creature or object in that area, and you learn its school of magic, if any. It penetrates most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wood or dirt.
Yep, they're all covered in lead.
Shit.
You notice that 4 of the 6 seem to be magic, and the magic that kind of emanates from them are almost a protective, not an aggressive like trap, but more of just a protection to the book itself.
Cool.
The other 2 seem to just be more mundane artifacts.
All right. Yeah, she'll try to get him out.
Awesome. Yeah, you it might take a little bit, but you could probably wiggle them free with your dex check there. Let me drop these in your inventory.
As she's doing this, she's like, I should probably ask the queen about. I should probably just return these to the queen. Maybe I'll just look at them first. I'll just look at them.
I don't think I can actually put these in your inventory. It won't let me.
Are these notes?
They are. Oh, that's why. Well, I'll just keep sharing them with you. Bling. They're all labeled book, so you can remember.
Oh, look at that. Cool.
Awesome.
So many spells in these books, guys.
All right. What's everyone else doing as Valaryn is pilfering books?
I don't really know. There's not much I need to do at the moment.
Kind of hanging out with Barrick.
I might just tag along until we figure out where we're going next.
The queen did say to meet her in the garden when you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Or you can continue to search the Queen's Hill.
Yeah. What else is in the area? Like, what can we see?
On the Queen's Hill, there's the waterfall that you guys came in on, or near, I should say. In the center of the hill itself, this big area that you guys are on, is from this distance, seems to be an overgrown garden. Near the south is what looks to be gates, and that seems to be it in this area.
What about the library's where in relation to the hill?
I am going to I just need to do a little quick deleting here, and good. All right, the library is right there.
I don't see anything.
There's a green dot. Bling.
Oh, okay. So, is there any other structures near the library, or not really?
No, it seemed to be. You almost get the feeling like this is her castle. It's very open. The library's there. There's the teleportation circle that you walk through. The center seems to be a very overgrown garden, giant trees and plants. Yes, open floor plan.
Okay. What kind of plants do I see?
There are a ton of ivy. You would imagine there may have been some flowers, some roses over time, but the more aggressive of the ivy seem to have taken over, not being pruned or cut back, and very tall. Could be oaks, could be sycamores, because how high do they grow? Seem to be growing over this way.
There's no fruits or anything that's visible?
No, seems to be mostly plants or flowers. Lots of shrubbery.
I'm going to look at Barrick and just be like, well, this is exciting.
Barrick's just going to kind of shrug.
Yeah.
I think it is good that Valaryn has some time to herself. It seems that books are where she finds her solace.
Well,
My plan is just to wait and rest until we can talk to the Queen and find our next direction.
I'm going to go play with the plants, Abe.
Awesome.
I'm going to find a quiet area to just sit and pray.
Yeah, outside of the library itself, there seems to be some, fallen trees. One that you find pretty comfortable to sit on.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of meditate and be mindful.
Oh, meditation? Swift Eye's in on that.
Yeah.
From a distance. From a distance.
Nice.
Swift Eye will follow and do some solid meditation.
Sweet.
Focus on the stones.
But other than that, Abe, honestly, I don't.
All right, so you guys are waiting out the library for Valaryn to come out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just taking the books with me.
All right. So Valaryn leaves the library. Are you heading to the garden? Or are you following the path?
Yeah, I'll follow wherever people want to go.
Garden.
All right. So you can see that the path in front of you seems to then loop back into the garden itself, or you can just traipse through the overgrown grass.
Traipse.
Nice. So Korak, seeing where the party is going, walks out and starts to very loudly traipse through the grass.
Calliope doesn't traipse through the grass. He flies above the grass on her carpet.
So you hear a and the carpet immediately responds and flies aloft. You are now flying at 60 feet a turn. You are clearly going to get there before everyone else.
She sticks with them. She circles around them and plays them a song.
Calliope, make a perception check. Yeah, you can notice from your height that there's a couple elves kind of walking about. They seem to be walking in pairs. You see a couple throughout the garden itself. There seems to be several in the center. And other than that, everything else seems to be rather peaceful and tranquil for the first time in a long time.
She kind of keeps her eye on the elves just to make sure no one's acting weird, but
Acting a fool.
yeah.
No one is
Right.
acting a
Cool.
fool at the moment. I will let you know if that changes.
Hmm.
So as you guys are walking, traipsing, and flying up, you can tell that the center of this was once a place of grandeur, though the years have caused the garden to overflow. Most of the flowers you can see are there, but they seem to be choked out by the ivy and other plants that have slowly taken over. In the center is a stone area. Upon looking at it, you notice that it wasn't actually built. It was almost grown out of the ground itself. It seems to just kind of outstretch from the earth. And though part of it is rubble and it's definitely aged, there's a beauty, there's a tranquility to it itself. In the back is a elven woman. Oh, my papers fell down. There's a statue of an elven woman. There we go. Her hands are outstretched and smiling. In the front of the statue stands a tall, now in white, in a white dress, Queen Twileena herself. And there are 3 guards behind her, the 3 that you remember Harm knocked out at the beginning of the fight. And I got a map. I got a map for this.
Sarlin, Lejorn, and Relic.
I got a map for this. I had a map for this. Shit. Ugh. That's all right. Oh, there we go. There, don't you know?
Would you look at that?
There you go. Bling. So as you walk up, there is Queen Twileena, surrounded by 3 elves. She's super big. There we go. Surrounded by 3 elves.
Don't
And
say that.
she is smiling at you, and they seem to be guarding her.
There's a skeleton there.
No? There, that's what she looks like.
Oh, she looks way different now.
Oh, damn. She cleans up nice.
What happened to that green hair?
She washed it. Elves, man. Elves.
Magic soap.
Prestidigitized.
Boom. As you walk up, slash float, I am sure you wish answers of me. I do not know what I may be able to offer, but I have something I wish to give to you. But first, what is it you wish to know?
Valaryn is has her nose in a, so she has a stack of all 6 of the books in her arms, and she's just like, as the top book is just open and she's just reading it, so she's kind of oblivious to what's going on right now.
Ah, I see you found the library.
Oh,
I'm glad there are at least some books that were salvageable.
found your books. I guess I can. I'll take them back. How about I'll just leave them in the library where I found them.
Perhaps you should keep them. I feel they'll be better use to you than in that sopping hole I used to call a library.
Fuck yes! I mean,
Nice.
thank you.
There's a big smile on her face, and then it quickly fades. You hear her say something like, "Oh, youth," and then she goes, "You are welcome."
So why'd you let a big old brain take over?
Ah, I suspected one of you might ask. It was not by choice, I assure you. You see, it came to me in a dream. I could sense it, it's evil. And it came several nights in a row. And I fought. Oh, I fought. But after a while, it won. And it kept me alive, and I to this day don't know why. Many of us were either devoured, or I watched him turn them into whatever it was that he made. But, yes, it came to me in a dream, and I watched my kingdom crumble. She looks very remorseful at the moment. Oh.
How long was this going on?
Well, if my memory is right, I spoke to my sister, but 300 years ago. And
Shit.
the rest are just foggy dreams of barbaric imagery that wafted into my vision. I was too weak to fight back at that point. I think it is time that you know truly what Ashvelin was, and what I hope it is one day. For I am sure that you know my sister and I came from Sindarin, and we sought our way out in our youth. Her for fun, and me for responsibilities, if you can imagine that. I learned the ways of government from when I left Sindarin when I first left Sindarin, and I fell in love with this beautiful place. For then Queen Aurora was the ruler here, and after a while she adopted me as her own. And when she felt her purpose was fulfilled, she stepped down and walked away out of existence, and I was here ever since. My sister, though I'm sure she told you, sought more fun and pleasurable experiences than government. She found her way to Gwen, and sadly we know how that ended. Here I could sit and watch and see how the world changed around me. For this was truly a place for elves to find sanctuary, if they left Sindarin or were in danger or needed help. And I'd like to bring it back to that someday.
What do you know of Miravas?
I know that filth came from Gwen. If what I learned from my sister and watching through the leaves and the trees, he was once the king of Gwen, that is, and turned its back on all things holy, only to be smote down and turned into something worse than death.
Well, it's cool. We're gonna kill him.
I don't welcome death for many things, but that I would like to see.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page. What aid can you give us? What direction in terms of an advantage we might have over this common enemy?
My scouts have told me there are roughly 100 of us left, so few. My royal guard here, you see behind me, is all that's left of my high protectors. The city, most of it's been abandoned and forsaken and fallen into disrepair, so we will stay here in the Queen's Hill until I feel it is safe to move out. The temple and the library are the safe havens here. I fear the only gift I can give you, other than these, is to tell you that there was once a plan to build a teleportal device. from here to from here to Pus, so that my sister and I could visit each other much quicker than the tunnels. Though we enjoyed the mine carts, it was still rather dark, and we didn't enjoy it. So my mages worked tirelessly to build my teleportation circle that, well, if you went to the library, you saw. I sent a message to my sister and told her to finish on the other end, and she told me in a day or two it could be done. So I could give you teleportation to Pus. Perhaps you can find help there, or see to yourselves, or aid, or resupply, for sadly, there's nothing left in my city to give.
Call us an Uber, okay?
Yeah, I got you an Uber. It's about 2 days out.
Abe, can I ask you a question? Just
Yeah.
out of character. We've been told that there's a relic here in Ashfelon, right?
Yeah.
So where'd that info come from?
It came from 2 places. It came from Valaryn, and it came from a letter that you intercepted from one of the vampires. And you feel pretty confident that the necklace now hanging around Valaryn's neck is in fact a relic.
Oh shit! I got a relic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so we think we got it then. Okay.
We got this relic,
Got it.
but we need to find the rest of the relics.
So the other ones we know of are to the north
catch
near
'em all.
Porvy. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, where's the world map? World map, Andy. World map.
Oh, I got you.
So many images.
World map. A world map.
So yeah, you know where they are, Andy? You remember?
Yeah. To the north near Porvy, and one in the far west past the rivers is the notes I have.
I'm waiting for this to load here.
And now there's one in Sisa.
Yeah, but like Porvy's. So if we're
One this way. is
we're
what it
dead
said,
center, yeah.
And one this way.
Right.
Where's Pus at? I don't see Pus.
Pus is way down here.
So Pus doesn't actually get us any closer to Porvy.
Right,
Nope.
I don't think that makes any sense to go to Pus.
But would your sister have other ways of getting us to either Porvy or even to Sisa, or somewhere closer to these other relics?
She might. Sadly, I only talked to her in a message, and she looks to you, Valor, and go, you know how quick those messages can be. But
yeah,
she
like
has more to
140
offer.
characters or less.
Yeah, the text message is too small. But you know, I have no horses. I have no food, really. My scouts are out hunting right now. What little of us there are to spare.
Where?
Yeah, our horses are plus, aren't they?
Yeah. Your horses are stabled at the Resplendent Keep. But
Which is
It might make sense to go back there just to pick up our horses,
It's so
Yeah.
far away though.
Corby or something.
Well,
We could go to Porvy. I guess we could take our horses and go to Porvy.
yeah, but our horses are in Pus.
But we can get to Pus.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, you got a pretty quick route to Pus, and then you could horse it or even coconut it up there.
Or we could even.
My queen, can I ask you, what is the journey to Sisa like from here?
Well, from here there is no paven path. We elves tried to stay hidden, so from here it's many deep and dark woods. And quite frankly, you're in the center of a very deep woods itself. My scouts would have to lead you out. If that's what you wish, I would be more than helpful.
What dangers exist outside of the wood?
Well, in my day there were very large bears and beasts that would grow wild in the woods, but I mean, other than that, I don't know what else is out there.
So I'm going to turn to the rest of the group, and it sounds like we have 2 options. We can either travel to Sisa on foot. It doesn't sound overly dangerous. Or we could go pick up our horses in Pus and make way to Porvy. Does anyone have any other thoughts?
Queen Twileena, do you have a way of checking in with your sister and seeing if she has anything teleportation magic or something that might help us?
They haven't really talked for 300 years.
Oh, no. There's no time
Now's
like
the
the
time
present.
to be
That's right.
asking favors.
She kind of turns for a moment, and you see her mouth moving. And then she turns back. There's a long pause. And she will reply. She says the mages may be able to help get you at least closer to whatever direction you seek, but there is no direct path to where you need to be. They have a special sister language.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, sounds like Puss might be, especially since Harm warned us away from Sisa, sounds like Puss might be the good direction. But then Porvy's like ass end of nowhere. Trying to go like, well, either way, even if we went like across the rivers over here, if we went that way first, we'd still have to like travel crazy far to get to Porvy.
Yeah, and you were told it was north of Porvy, not to dampen your spirits there.
Right.
Hey,
No,
nothing north of Porvy.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that might be our best course of action, especially since we know we at least have a safe passage to Porby itself, or to whatever the hell that is.
Puss.
Puss itself.
Yep.
Puss.
I'm into it.
Swift Eye agrees.
Well,
I agree as well. At least we have a direction.
I guess what I can offer you in the meantime is safety, whether here in my garden or in the temple itself. I'm sure you would find it safe there. Before you go, I have one last thing I wish to say to all of you. Though you had no need to, or even knowledge that I was who I was, you still saved me in one way or another, and for that I am truly grateful. I had what was left of my treasuries searched. There was not much. Either bandits or whatever these beasts were took them or ransacked what was left, but I did find some items of use, and I'd like to offer them to you. And she kind of turns and looks to, oh my god, where's his name?
Sarlin?
Oh god! Yep, we're going to say
Lejorn?
Sarlin.
Relic?
And she's going to nod. Oh, there it is. Sarlin. Yep. She turns to Sarlin and nods. And Sarlin starts walking up to you. And it looks like Calliope, you're going to be first. He's not carrying a knife. That's a necklace. I was curious.
What?
I found these, of all things, in the treasury. Perhaps they didn't realize what these truly were. They were made from the bark of the Edda tree, or the tree of life, which grows in the heart of Cinderin herself. And wearing these pendants will protect you, if at least on your person, from the clutches of death itself. As you once saved me, I offer you the same reward. She's going to hand each one of you... I'm going to put this in the party sheet because it's just easier for me. Lazy DM moment.
These are awesome, but if you're rebuilding, kind of a ruined civilization, no offense, don't you need this stuff?
I did not say those were the only things I found in my treasury.
Okay, I'm just
the ones that I feel would help you the most.
I got a castle if you guys want to rebuild your civilization there.
I'm sorry, are you moving closer to the queen?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I'm not gonna get in her
castle.
I'm not gonna get in her face. Cork jerks his his thumb over his shoulder, like, back there, I got a castle.
She looks at you. There's a warmness to her. Thank you, but I feel that it is my duty as queen to rebuild this once wonderful civilization, and I'm sure my sister will help in whatever way she can.
Ugh. Passive aggressive.
Oh crap! I forgot. Do. This is what the statue looks like behind her.
Lifelike.
Yeah, very lifelike.
Is it like that lifelike, or is it more stone-like?
It's more stone, but you can definitely tell that this smiling lady was in fact Queen Twileena before her uppercut hairdo.
Nice. Well, that sounds good. I guess. Is there anywhere else we wanted to really go in here?
There's a lot of plants, Valaryn.
I mean,
Identify them.
are you into that? I don't really know much about plants.
And
It's not as exciting as I thought it would be.
Did you find a toad, maybe?
Nothing. Nothing in the plants.
She's gonna look at you, Frederick, and go, "I didn't find any animals either. But I promise you, or at least I hope, that if you ever visit again, and you are always welcome in my gardens, that perhaps it won't look so destitute as it does now."
Well, thank you.
I thank you.
All right.
Well, I think we should take that teleport.
Let's do it.
I will send notice when the teleportation is done. My sister said she would hurry. Said she liked all of you anyways, so perhaps it won't take too long. She thinks it'll take about a day or two.
Cool. So Korak, you have that much time to read your castle book.
So you own a castle.
Korak actually needs to pay for the castle.
Upkeep for the castle.
That'll be shitty.
Razzly dazzly castle.
I wonder what
Ask
Mundar's
for
been doing.
donation.
Yeah.
What's the Pazubia version of a GoFundMe?
Go puss me.
Maybe Calliope could throw a banquet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Midas's touch.
Host a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Grand opening ball.
Yeah. Aren't there water slides?
Yeah, you go back to the Mellow Dandelion. That man gives you a crazy cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Maybe Puss is a good idea.
I need to get some tenants to pay some rent.
Word.
True. Send out some falcons. Some ravens with some good words. Advertising.
I think if we have a day or two of downtime, I'm probably just going to copy some spells in my book.
Yep, copy away.
Because I need to, from these books, I would have to make my own copies right into my spell book.
Yeah, you have to turn them into your spellbook. But
right.
The magic that you sensed, over the days, definitely seemed to be almost protective to make sure that they didn't get damaged, and the books themselves seemed to almost be pristine. The other two, that were more historical, do sense some age, but still are very well intact.
Right on.
So you guys have about 2 days if you're doing anything.
Calliope hangs out in the temple. Is Harm just always in the temple?
Harm is always in the temple.
Right.
Yeah.
And you guys definitely notice that you don't believe he sleeps anymore.
Yeah. Calliope hangs out in the temple and shares her alchemy jug of ale with him and sings him all of the songs she's written since he died.
Make a perception check. Yeah. You notice each time he swigs from that alchemy jug, it gets longer, but it does not seem to make any kind of impact to him outwardly.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you're pretty confident he drank for almost half a song at one point.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
Corey's gonna read his castle book.
Corey,
under the
castle
trees.
book.
Swift Eye is gonna meditate to the sound of the birds chirping. Or are there no birds chirping in this area?
You know what? Make a perception check. Oh yeah. So on the first day, you hear Calliope playing songs and tunes, and there's, over the course of the day, you see several elves kind of walking around. Some seem to be talking or singing, and there's some whistling. But by the second day, you notice there's some faint snickering or squawking of birds and other various wildlife as they slowly seem to almost come back to the area.
I'm gonna meditate on their various calls.
Caw-caw!
And then I'd like to get out my Tricendio mini horn and try to imitate their calls on the horn.
Oh yeah, play a performance check.
Performance check, or you want to roll for my horn?
Do you actually have a horn you can roll for? Because that would be amazing.
Yes.
Roll your horn.
Oh.
I mean,
not well practiced.
It's not the absolute worst you've ever played, but Calliope clearly stopped playing for a moment after there's this. But you feel like you could get there if you keep practicing.
I'm gonna keep meditating and listen and try to study that sound and get a little better at it.
Yeah. You could probably try again later. Meditating on some birds.
Yeah, I'm gonna meditate on them birds for a while.
Some birds.
Barrick Freddy, are you doing anything?
I can't really think of anything to do in this downtime.
Okay.
So we're still chilling in this place, right? So I'm gonna go try to sort of like a necklace out of some of the plant material or something, because the plants are still there.
Yeah.
Just out of boredom. That's what Freddy's gonna do.
Yeah, make a nature check.
Do it.
Nature. It's not giant toads. Get about it.
This could be in my wheelhouse also. You never know until you try.
Boom.
Yeah,
you seem to find the only flowers that are still growing, and you pluck them out, and you weave them into a very elaborate necklace.
Great.
Flower necklace. Who wants it?
I'm gonna wander over and give it to Barrick.
All right.
Here you go, friend.
Thank you.
Anytime.
If he's still looking at me,
I'm not.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll put it on. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of set it aside.
Amazing. Korak, you up to anything?
Nope, just reading.
All right. Yeah. Corey, I'm gonna get you what you learned from your book. Once I write it. Good. Yeah. So the 2 days go by. rather peacefully. It's almost disconcerting that there has not been anything to cause the party to immediately kind of rush out and do things. It is now the third day of Octo, the month of rotting. There's a elf that walks up, very strong, to the temple itself, where Swift Eye, you're meditating and every now and again blowing a horn. Speaking of which, make a performance check.
Oh, my performance ain't good.
Yep. As he slowly walks up, there's a he's kind of taken aback a little bit, and he looks down at you where you're meditating and playing a horn, and he says, "I am Relic, one of the guards. The Queen sent me to tell you the teleportation seems to be ready. She awaits for you there." And he turns and leaves.
Nice.
Excellent. Did he tell anyone else?
Nope, he just told you. Though Varric and Korak are sitting, well, they were sitting outside building a necklace.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have heard.
Okay. I guess it's time to go. I'm gonna pack up my little horn, put my necklace on, and walk out. There's one more horn for the road.
Oh, that one's a little better. It at the end is like, it almost sounds like a bird, almost. Nice. So Swift Eye lets the party know that it is the circle is ready. Anything you're doing before you head out?
We should thank her for her hospitality.
I agree. It's probably a good idea.
Do we have a gift to give her?
Flowers.
Yeah.
Flower
made that
necklaces. Made them ourselves. Crafts. It's a thought that counts.
Bear, did you throw the necklace on the ground?
No, I took it with me, but
Oh,
I'm not wearing it necessarily.
It's awkwardly holding it in his hand.
Yeah.
This is a silly thing.
All right, sweet. So you guys make your way to the teleportation circle. The queen is standing there. Where is my map of Ashvelin? There we go. Yeah, so you make your way to the teleportation circle. The queen is now standing at the edge, and she greets you all with a smile, and says, "It is ready when you are. I will send you on your way. Unless there's anything else you need from me or my kin."
Thanks for all the kindness and, hospitality, I guess?
Swift Eye's gonna kneel. Feels like the right thing to do.
Barrick's gonna say,
kind of nudge.
"I wish you dreams free from the evil that you encountered. I hope it never breaches this reality again."
Thank you. I feel it may be a long time since I have a good sleep, but I appreciate the thoughts. My realm is always open to you. You truly are a radiant company, and thank you. And she's going to turn to you, Valaryn, and say, "For never giving up on your kin. I appreciate it. You saved many alive."
Well, like 3. But yeah, you're welcome. It was a group effort.
She is going to turn and do some hand motions. Clap her hands together and slam them down on the seal, and it immediately shoots light into the air, and you sense it's ready.
Valaryn will step in.
There's a flash, and Valaryn is gone.
Boom.
I'm going to follow.
Beric's gone.
Correct.
Yep, Calliope jumps.
Nice. As
Frederick will also go.
As you all reappear, you realize you're in a very familiar surrounding. In front of you is the High Chancellor herself with a very big grin. She is going to run over to you, Valaryn, and give you a very big hug. There are tears in her eyes, and you are back now in Pus, and I think that's a good place to stop.
Nice.
Boop, boop.
Boom!